Welcome, Gemini, to your mid-month reading for March. Hope you friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers, and anyone new to my channel, welcome, welcome. If you're friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, Gemini, let's see what's going on with you in mid-month. Getting straight to your energy of what you're thinking or feeling, or the energy surrounding you. Best message for Gemini, please. Best message for Gemini. Best message for Gemini. Yep, there it is. The Akashic Library is coming out for you, my friends. Learning. Learning, learning, learning. This is the new initiation, the new intent, better understanding of old motives and new purposes. So it's like having this learning within you, that you're learning something from the old things that you're doing to have new intentions and new purposes. So could have definitely learned something from someone and you're like, well, never going back to that again. I've learned maybe that if someone starts acting this way, it could lead to this, or I'm not going to deal with something like this, so I'm staying away from that. Certain things of this nature, because what it is, it's so that you don't keep repeating yourself. You know, you don't want the cycle to keep repeating yourself, going with the same kind of people all the time, right? I've learned something. I don't want to be with that type of person anymore. I don't want to be with that kind of job anymore. So you're creating a new, maybe a new standard, right? Creating the wish, the new intention, going for different things, okay? New ideas, and having new ideas about that. Maybe, you know, you're initiating something that, and having the intention of doing things one way, it never worked, so you're going to change that around. Clarifying on the Akashic record. This card's not only going to clarify on that, the entire reading. Doing things differently. Yep. Discontent and boredom. It's almost like I'm getting out. The card was actually upside down, my friends. We're just going to put it this way, but it's pretty much saying, I'm done being discontent. I'm done being bored. I'm done doing this. I'm done doing that. I don't want to be in this cycle anymore. I'm learning new things, learning my way, you know, to better myself, however it is. This leads me to nothing but discontent. Moving on. There it is. So in the present, you have the moving on. In the recent past, there was this impatience going on. It feels like, yeah, just everything around me, I'm just so impatient. And in the near future, you have the crown chakra. It's that I know. Having the understanding, having the overall understanding of what's going on. Seeing things in a new light, thinking of things in a new light. Bringing that intuition into the knowing of the wisdom, gaining the wisdom. And you gain the wisdom over there with the Akashic record as well by using the understanding. So you have the impatience over here, feeling very impatient about what you want or what situation you're in. Queen of Cups could have been dealing with a Cancer or a Scorpio, definitely probably dealing with some kind of water sign. Having impatience, which is actually bringing this like emotions and over emotions to you, really too much chaos going around to get to this 10 of coins, just to get to your happiness. And there's this impatience over here. Maybe you're just impatient with that person as well, because there's just too much overwhelming circumstances of chaos that's surrounding you. whatever the situation is, whether it's a person, a job, take it how it resonates. It's not giving you the 10 of coins. You know it's not. How am I going to get to my satisfaction if I cannot deal with this person? So it's almost like maybe you're even trying, maybe the impatience is trying to work with this person, but it just ends up chaotic all the time. Or this situation, right? Job. Using, wow, you have the logical thinking coming in and really using the clarity of what's going on to get to the Ace of Cups. So now you're using that clarity, and that's where this Akashic library is coming in. Starting to get clear about things. This is not going to get me to the Ace of Cups, so I have to get clear. Where am I going to find my cups overfilled? Where am I going to find this overall satisfaction? I'm obviously going to have to let it go. Having the clarity of knowing this is what's overwhelming you, I'll probably have to let this go. Maybe it's just a situation. Maybe it's making you and the Queen of Cups too, you know, impatient, trying to get to something. And it's causing you guys to fight. It's causing this. It's causing that. So maybe you just need to let go of that situation to move on. Okay, letting go does not mean always of a person. It could just be the energy. If I let this go, maybe she spent too much money, but I love her. I'm not going to let her go because she spent too much money. It just means that she has some kind of money shopping addiction or something. And, you know, yeah, okay, so she bought that, you know, she bought that dress. She knew she wasn't supposed to. I'm just going to let it go, right? Because the more I keep dwelling on that stupid dress that she bought, you know, and I'm hungry. You know what I mean? I'm hungry. It's just going to continue to cause chaos and overwhelming factors within our relationship, and it just makes her feel overwhelmed, me overwhelmed. So now I'm having the clarity to move past that. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Remember, we don't want to just let everyone go in these readings, okay? Because if we did, we'd have nobody. If every time I made a stupid mistake and my husband was like, "That's it, we're getting a divorce," because the card said let it go. That's not going to work, okay? That's not the way life is. Every time the child did something and you're like, well, got to let him go. Where is he going to go? Right? So that's not what that is. It's just letting go of that energy, of that situation, to get to where you need to be and learning something from it by using the logics and the clarity to get to your Ace of Cups. And this is where the Akashic Library is like, you know what? The overall situation is not working for me, so I need to find new paths, new ways around it. Figuring things out, getting the knowledge that I need. So you got knowledgeable and you moved on, and you moved on beautiful because of the Five of Swords. Why? Because it wasn't giving you anything but making you feel out in the cold, making you feel the disruption, the dissatisfaction. If I keep continuing to Five of Swords myself, I'm just what? Fighting this. Why am I fighting? Having internal conflicts or having conflicts with this person. So you're definitely moving on from the conflict with the Judgment. Yeah, because you have to use better judgment. Finding the better judgment. Knowing that the Akasha, hey, look, I've learned something. I can now perceive things differently. I can use better judgment against whatever this is, knowing that I can move on from this. Judging things differently than how you had before. Four of Wands, it wasn't bringing any passion, it wasn't bringing any love, and it surely wasn't doing anything at all. Could even keep the romance away from you and your person in the bedroom. So, because why? The under all circumstances is we're in different corners. And if I keep cornering myself over here, there's never going to be any passion. There's not going to be any love. There's not going to be anything in the bedroom going on because why? We're always mad. There's always overwhelming factors. We need to bring the love back. We need to bring back things that we love. And it just, you know, if I continue down this, I'm going to keep always running into this issue. So I have to change something. You learned how to change it. Now you're looking for the new purpose, the way around it. Right? Moving around that. That's it's not bringing any sense of security either with the Four of Wands upside down, because it's not very firm foundations. Nine of Coins. Yeah. Going after other achievements, getting out of the nightmare, not having the insomnia, not having the worrisome anymore of what is going on, because the overwhelming factors are gone because, you know, you let it go. So with the Nine of Swords, it's like, yeah, okay, well, here you go. I don't want to be in a nightmare anymore. I'm going to get rid of this energy. Right? Maybe there was a lot of suspicion. Maybe there was a lot of slander. Maybe there was a lot of things going on inside your head. All kinds of things. Having doubts. Doubts that you could get to the Nine of Coins. Doubts that you can get to what? Yeah. Travel past this. Get to your prosperities. Get to the places that you need to be. Page of Swords is. Whatever this doubt and, you know, insecurities is with this other person, there was a lot of things that were going on behind the scenes over here. And it feels like there could have been unprepared states of knowing what was going on. And it feels like this is why you have gained the knowledge, because you're tired of not being able to foresee things that are, you know, coming your way. So getting into the clarity and changing things around, you're no longer going to feel like, if you're dating new people and you realize, you know what, I need to date someone else. I'm tired of dating these people who seem like imposters to my own energy, because they pretend to be one person and then they're not that person. They end up an imposter in your life. It's really what it kind of feels like. It's almost like you're trying to find the grass that's greener within your own pasture, not going somewhere else in anybody else's pasture, growing your own grass. Keeping fake people away with the Page of Swords upside down. That's keeping the fakeness away, keeping people away who seem to want to build roadblocks within your life. Yeah. If they don't have the overall passion within the whole scenario, then it's just you're coming to the conclusion with the Akashic Library that I have to find somebody who wants to keep the passion, somebody who's passionate about doing things that I want to do. I have to stop going for people who do not share the same common interests that, you know, if they don't have the same, somewhat of the same common interest of where life should be going, I have to find someone who's like that, more better suited for myself, because it just feels like in the end, I'm dating someone who I'm very discontent with because they may say they want this and that and the other. And then all of a sudden, they're kind of all over the place. Yeah, with the Chariot upside down. Yeah. So pretty much what you're looking at is a situation, my friends, where there's some kind of situation going on where someone is not seeing it your way. It could even be in the workplace. If you're building a house and they're not going, they want to do the electrical their way because they're the electrician, but yet you are also the electrician and you're the boss, and they're trying to say, no, boss, look, this is the way it's going to be done, but that's not up to code, and you know it's not, and it might not even be you're the boss. Maybe you're working literally with a coworker who's not doing things up to code. Okay, you have to, now you feel like, I can't work for these people because they're suspicious, there's things going on where they're not doing things right, it's very dangerous. I see a lot of danger in here as well. So I'm bringing up something like this because in potential, on a job site like this, there are codes and regulations. And it just feels like there are things going around that they're missing a lot of steps. They're missing a lot of things. This is bringing you discontent because you know that it's done wrong. It's the judgment calls that they're making are not the firm foundations. These are not code worthy. These are dangerous moves that they're making. You have this within you to say, you know what, I'm not working for this company anymore. I've come to the realization that this in the end could be very dangerous, and they're not even showing the passion towards their work. They just are muddling through it, trying to get things done. They're missing steps. They're doing this, they're doing that. Now take that in a love relationship as well. They're missing steps. Maybe they, and then I have this shopaholic over here. I don't know where this person's coming from, but that was the first energy I picked up on. All she wants to do, she has a shopping problem. All she wants to do is do this and do that. You don't want to get rid of this person, but you're trying to change the outcome of how things are done. So it looks to me like you might only be giving her so much money. Or you're trying to make her save more money. You're trying to do something that makes her understand with the Judgment card of where this is going. And some of you, you are going to get rid of this person, literally to the fact. There is something going on where she is taking too much money. And literally, I keep hearing, I wanted to eat, and you spent all the money. So it's like whether or not you come to the conclusion to hide money, save money with the nine of coins over here, you could literally be saving your own money away from the Page of Swords in reverse. And you know that this would be the only way to get out of the nightmare. So take it how it resonates. It's so many different scenarios. But definitely there is this piece. And then for others of you, it was like, I keep dating the same person over and over and over and over again, and it always ends up the same. It's like they show me passion and love over here, and then all of a sudden the passion and love does not equal in the end. So I need to date something different. Somebody who's different than myself. Somebody who has more in common with me. Because this just is not working. Maybe they're not for the same goals and dreams you have. Something like this. So, but you're having the overall awareness. Take it as it resonates. Throw away what does not resonate. Because no matter what, you have the wisdom and the understanding that you have learned. You have found a new purpose in life. You have the intention to want to do what's right. Because everything is upsetting you. No matter what. You're tired of being upset. Maybe the people you're dating are boring. Maybe they're full of passion, and then all of a sudden you're boring me to death. Maybe that's where the boredom is coming in. You say you want to be passionate, go out to the movies, do all this, and then you end up a hermit, and all you want to do is sit around the house all day and don't want to do anything. Boring, right? So it, and you're saying, I need to find something that's better for me, no matter what, with the Akashic record. You have the understanding and the willingness to do so, my friends. That's all this really is. With the Eight of Cups upside down and the Palace of, yes, you're not finding the beginnings in love or things that you do love with the Palace of Cups upside down. That's the same as the Ace of Cups. The Hangman has you thinking and meditating about how you're going to figure out how to be unstuck. You know now that you're stuck. You now know 100% that this person is not giving you, or this situation, is not giving you the Ace of Cups. You want the Ace of Cups. You have the Palace of Cups. Palace of Cups is kind of like the Ace of Cups. Right? It's the overall of everything in the world that I want is a desire, dream, the desire of everything. This is the fulfillment of wishes. This is the desire to have a whole kingdom of hopes and dreams and everything that everything's made of. With the Eight of Cups upside down, you know now that you need to walk away. You know that this no longer serves you. You have this understanding. You go into hangman mode so that you can see how stuck you are, knowing that I have to meditate on where I need to be. This is not serving me. Right, I might need to have a self-sacrifice for myself, not worrying about anyone else but myself. And what's good for me. The Four of Swords. Yeah, the Four of Swords. Yeah, you're going to be in a little mental distress. Your anxiety's kicking in as you're thinking about it, but that's okay. That's because the Queen of Wands, and this is because there is this underlining, it's an underlining energy of, maybe you're afraid, for some of you, of what other people will think. Maybe you're worried about what others will say. If I do things for myself, what will they say? Some of you might be worried about that. You could be worried about what others think of you. what others are saying about you. But more than anything, that's not going to be the case because you are Gemini and you really don't give a rat's behind about what other people say to you. And I know that. My dad is a Gemini and he could give a rat's behind what they think about what he's doing. Okay. May he rest in peace. Yeah, he's not here. So, but it's okay. The point that I'm making is you don't really care. Okay. What this is showing is how fickle that you might be towards the situation. You're become fickle. You're becoming a little unstable in the idea. Why? Because it's on the Four of Swords. Because why? You're in the Hangman. So you're thinking about doing this self-sacrifice. You're saying, I know I need to self-sacrifice to move on. I can't stay here anymore. But it is definitely giving you some anxieties, and it is giving the Queen of Wands a little bit of fickleness. So you might be starting to feel a little fickle around this other person or this situation, which means if you're going to work, they're really starting to screw around with that electricity and not doing the steps. You're like, hey, you know what? Now you're going to start getting picky. You're actually going to open your mouth because they're giving you anxiety. They're worrying you. You're going to blow the freaking house up. You're going to cause a freaking fire. Or, the inspector's going to come in and we're going to have to redo all this. We might all lose our jobs. I don't even want a part of this. So it's almost like to the point where you're becoming maybe a little naggy, right? Because you see that maybe I can't keep my mouth shut anymore. And that's because of the anxiety and the worry. Because they're frigging up, right? You're messing it all up. And I don't know how much more I can take. I'm sitting over here watching you mess this up. So yeah, you're becoming a little mouthy with the Queen of Wands upside down. That's a very mouthy person. You're expressing your opinions. You're expressing the dislike and the distaste that they are doing. Not holding back anymore. Maybe you didn't really say a whole lot over here. Maybe it was just mostly mental. I have a lot of mental. It was mostly in your mind. You didn't really interact. Now you're interacting. You're saying, I know you're screwing this up and I ain't holding back no more. I'm mad. I'm getting, fired up over here. Some of you might even have Leo in your chart. And if you have Leo in your chart, it's going to be very easy for you to become overly opinionated to say, hey, you know what? But for most of you, I don't think you have it because I think it would have probably come up over here a little bit. But it could be a possibility. Maybe you were just holding back, right? Because you love what you're doing. Because you are going for, that there are things out there that you can love. Either you love the job that you want, and you're moving on from this job to go, hey, you know what? I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice. Yeah, I love this job, and, or I love you, but you know what? I can't deal with this anymore. 5 of Cups. You keep me in a place of disappointment all the time. I can't be here anymore. High Priestess coming out with I know. Yeah, you know that there's other things better for you. So definitely 6, there it is, 6 of Swords, moving on from that as well. So, and for others of you, you're going to tell this other person who you're not letting go, hey, you know what? You have to stop. You have to stop buying all these shoes. Yeah, I want to eat. Okay? I would like money in the bank account. I love you. But you're causing me heartache and hunger. I'm so hungry. I don't know who's hungry. I say it was me, but I'm not. I just ate carrot cake. I'm good to go. But somebody is really hungry. Someone is, I feel it's male too. I got males, the empty stomach syndrome. It's like, I want to eat 5 times a day. Okay, so this guy is like really upset. He wants his cake. He wants some steak. I mean, he's hungry. Okay. So I don't know which one of you subscribers or whoever it is out there who's a male who's watching who's so hungry, okay? But yes, you can't eat shoes, right? You tell her you can't eat shoes. But they do make boot soup, Just kidding. But anyways, seriously, yeah, somebody's very hungry. I just keep seeing it like I'm not eating this garbage. I want a steak and cake. So, yeah, that's funny. Things I pick up, guys are silly. Silly, but also, you know, it's reality. It's like, yeah, I see that. And I know. Make it silly unless you're the one who's hungry, right? I mean, right? Like, if I didn't just eat that carrot cake, I'll be like, man, give that man some food. I'm starving too. Okay. Trying to just keep it light over here. Okay, your career brings fairness, protection, and to others who need your help. And that, like I said, that electrical, I'm really picking up, and I'm not saying you work in the electric company, you know, take it how it resonates. I'm just saying somebody is really dropping the ball over here at work. And you do feel that there needs to be justice because someone is really messing it up bad. And I do feel like for some of you, it really is on the edges of danger. Okay, and for anybody else, you're on the right path. Yeah, you are on the right path for 100% sure. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing because it is working. Builder, there's that work again, but it's not just builder is that either. It's building up the knowledge of the Akashic Library, building up what you know. The innate ability to build and create brings a deeper sense of accomplishments. It's building on those accomplishments that you know because you're after your Ace of Cups, right? So you're giving yourself the building blocks. Sensitivity. You're becoming a little more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. So be careful of that. And maybe that's why you ended up getting so strong over here with the Queen of Wands in the near future, because maybe that's what this is. Maybe this has been giving you that discontent so much that you are becoming sensitive, because we've seen the sensitivity in the past. So maybe this is just becoming so sensitive to where it's just to the point where you're like, you know what, I'm done being sensitive. I gotta act using that power, right? Using that power. Okay. And anything else from Spirit? Support. Your life is fully supports you, okay? And that is it for you, my friends. And until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.